Hello there guys, welcome back to Younes Talks Football, welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. This is video number 1 of 2. It's a little later than usual because we got the massive Mason Mount news earlier on in the day, and before we get started, it happened again. It happened again. Listen, David Ornstein, you're starting to get on my nerves, mate. I upload a video 10 minutes. It's always 10 minutes later. Yeah, boom. Declan Rice has signed. What is signing for Arsenal? When we get the here we go, I'm just like, come on, you're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. So I'm gonna address it in this video. There's nothing I can do. If not, I'm gonna be uploading at midnight every night. So look, it is what it is. But video number 1 will be here later tonight. Maybe a little later than usual because again, you never know what's gonna happen with these guys. They let go of information when I upload, so we'll see what happens. But video number 2 will be out later tonight. Make sure you guys are here for that. Subscribe if you haven't already and hit that bell to be notified. Let's get cracking, and it's official, ladies and gentlemen. This video is the last time we are talking about Mason Mount, period. Unless he scores a blinder or, you know, God forbid he scores against Chelsea or something. No. When we play Man United, we'll obviously have to probably mention Mason Mount. So we'll see. But this is the last time. So let's make it a good one. Let's get cracking. Here's the official announcement from Chelsea Football Club earlier on this morning. Mason Mount has today ended his 18-year association with Chelsea after completing a permanent move away from the club. And it's funny, they used the caption of "the boy who had a dream." Well, so there's that statement from Chelsea that they put out, which was fairly formal. There wasn't anything too emotional to it, and I can understand after yesterday's video, which is the only thing he's put out for Chelsea, by the way, can I just add. Loftus-Cheek, just to make it clear, put out a video package of his highlights at Chelsea. Then he put out a letter to Chelsea fans. Then Chelsea put out a separate video package for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. We only got that one crazy, weird video of Mason Mount yesterday, and that's it. Immediately on his Insta, Man United, Man United, Man United. And you know what? Look, as I've said, fair play. You're a Man United player now. He's owning it, right? You do you. But did we expect more? Yeah, we expected a bit more. But here's the unveiling from Manchester United. It's official. Welcome to Manchester United. And there's Mason Mount in Man United red. The confirmation United complete Mount signing. Manchester United also saying red is the colour. A clear dig at Chelsea's blue is the colour. With him in a United top at Old Trafford. There it is. Fabrizio Romano confirms official. Mason Mount joins Manchester United from Chelsea on a £55 million initial deal plus £5 million add-ons contract until June 2028 with option for further season. There he is, signing the contract. Mason Mount had words to say. I'm very excited to work under Erik ten Hag. It's never easy leaving the club where you grew up, but Man United will provide an exciting new challenge for the next phase of my career. I can't wait to be part of this group's drive to win major trophies. And there he is at Old Trafford. Manchester United also put out John Murtoff, one of the directors, if I'm not mistaken, saying we were particularly impressed by Mason Mount's strong desire to join Man United. We loved his thirst for further success as we push to drive up our performance levels next season and beyond. So there's the whole latest with Mason Mount and his unveiling at Manchester United. Now, it doesn't end there. We've got something else to discuss, which I found hilarious. But yeah, Mason Mount, Man United. There's clips and all sorts on the Man United channels now, on all their socials, of him at Old Trafford, taking it all in, you know, few words. It is what it is. And right now, I'm cool with it. I know there's been some Chelsea fans that want to throw themselves off a bridge. Don't. It's not worth it. Simple as that. We'll be fine. Look, overall, as some fans that I reckon are doubting it, going, oh man, we really shouldn't have let him go there. We'll clarify the contract situation in a little bit, but Chelsea will be fine, trust me. And you know what? I genuinely believe this. Chelsea will be fine in terms of who comes in to replace him. Chelsea's midfield will get going. Pochettino will get players to work. I do honestly think that there's Manchester United fans that are overestimating this situation. There's Man United fans that I think understand what they're getting with Mason Mount. And I've spoken to one of them who's a friend of mine, a big Man United fan, and I've told him, what do you expect from Mason Mount? And he told me, As long as we've got a solid DM, we're able to build from the back, someone that's going to be able to enable the press and then help Bruno, Rashford and everyone around to do the creative stuff. And I was like, okay, now you know what? You get it. Fair enough. You're not going to be disappointed because at the end of the day, there are United fans that are expecting goals galore, assists after assist after assist, creativity. You're not getting that. This is why I'm calm. You're not getting that. You will be getting someone that has high energy. You will be getting someone that's going to enable the press for sure. And if there can be a collective unit, Mason Mount will enable that, maybe to win the ball high up the pitch. But as far as I'm concerned, that's his strongest ability and that's his biggest threat. His ability to win the ball and then feed to someone a little bit more creative. Someone like Bruno on his day, who has dipped to be honest, but Bruno on his day. Or to Rashford that can provide a goal threat. Or whoever's going to be up top. Don't know. But that's where Mason Mount's game is. And if Ten Hag has a plan to use him in that capacity, then fine. But if Man United fans are expecting creativity and someone that's going to revolutionise the midfield, you ain't getting that. You're going to be disappointed. So, yeah, we'll see how it all goes. At the end of the day, I do want to say this to Mason Mount. Thank you. Of course, for the contribution. Thank you for being able to help enable the Champions League win, the Club World Cup, the Super Cup and all of that. The journey was fun for what it was worth. Seeing the growth from the academy to the first team, that was fairly new to us and I think we can all appreciate that. And I'm not going to say good luck. Good luck in your personal life, yes. No good luck at Man United. The same way I said no good luck to Havertz at Arsenal. No good luck at Man United. I hope you suffer. I hope you suffer. I hope United suffer. But anyway, that's from a Chelsea perspective. Now, Manchester United did something crazy. And I called it. I said Mason Mount to Man United is a marketing ploy. It's a marketing ploy. Why? I said this on one video. They want to possibly make him the face, the new model, of the club, in the same way some other players were, who we're going to reference very, very shortly. But the ability to be able to get an audience into Manchester United with Mason Mount because pretty face, good smile, very polite, professional, has style. There's certain players at Man United that have that and they get used on that aspect in order to benefit the club financially, in terms of marketing. Mason Mount is going to be that guy. David Beckham was that guy. Cristiano Ronaldo became that guy. And Cristiano Ronaldo added it with his footballing ability. Can we just add? David Beckham added it with his free kicks and his crosses, which were just absolutely mind-blowing. Bend it like Beckham. That was a marketing phrase in itself. That could have been trademarked and copyrighted. Mason Mount. Now, in terms of the footballing aspect, we'll figure it out. There isn't quite one yet. But everything else is there. He's been given the number 7. And I knew he'd get the number 7. I've got, my phone's charging over there. I've got proof of history, chat history, me telling others he's going to get the 7 and they're going to use him as a marketing tool. Lo and behold, he got the 7. Here it is. Mason Mount in his brand new 7 shirt. Massive pressure. Massive pressure. And this is what tells me that I'm beginning to understand where it all went wrong with Chelsea. And I think there was one rumour from back then which is now standing to be correct. And we'll get to that. Because we got news, right, earlier on about his contract. Let me show you and then we'll clarify the situation. Because now it's all beginning to make sense. Here it is. Mason Mount will earn more than 200k a week at Man United. Potentially rising to at least 250,000 with bonuses. In the same ballpark as the deal Chelsea had originally offered, which saw them pull the long-term deal they had verbally agreed before the World Cup and then formally offer a 1-year contract in February. Okay. The same time where Reece James and Chilwell, if I'm not mistaken, signed. Chilwell slightly after, but Reece James signed at that point. Mason Mount had an offer. We all agreed. We all knew it was about 200k a week, right? There was a problem in that at that time, which surfaced, and not many people paid attention to because we all honestly thought eventually with a little bit of time a deal will be done. This coincided with the directors coming in, the new sporting directors, and hence the deal got pulled off the table. We also did hit a time where we were looking like we weren't going to get European football. Remember, we started losing. Like, we started losing for fun, right? So it started to get pretty deep. We're talking about relegation. Gets pulled, and then a 1-year contract gets offered in February, coinciding with the arrival of the new directors. But what was the stumbling block from that original proposal? Image rights. Image rights. You remember? Do you remember? We can pluck it out. It's on the internet somewhere, but we can pluck out the time where we remember there was an issue about image rights. All of a sudden at Man United, he gets the 7. What? I mean, those are pretty big boots to fill. Beckham, Ronaldo, Mount. I mean, yeah, on a footballing level, I think there's going to be disappointed United fans. On a marketing level, you best believe Man United are going to be making money from this deal. Money. Mason Mount will be a face of the club. Trust me. Imaging rights. That was the one stumbling block at the time, and now it makes sense because I don't think Man United have a problem in terms of imaging rights with Mason Mount. They'll definitely come to an agreement. Here's the 7. We'll all make money, not a problem. So, I think that is where it's all stemming in from the direction of, and there we are. Now, one last thing about Mason Mount before we wrap it up for good is his dad, Tony Mount, and his involvement in all of this. Mason's father, Tony Mount, had a phone conversation with Chelsea co-owners Todd Boehly and Bela Eghbali to smooth the path to an agreement with Manchester United. There had been friction between the groups over the deterioration of Mount's relationship with Chelsea's power brokers. Sources familiar with the situation say that led to Boehly and Eghbali digging their heels in over a high price, starting at 70 million plus add-ons. And then it got made that the player wanted to leave, and then we brought the fee down. That's it. And we agreed 55 and add-ons. Happy days. Tony Mount, big part in that. And those 2 pieces of information came from The Athletic. So you can go and read it there if you haven't already. But Mason's gone to United. He's got the 7. Let's see how it ends up. But as I've said, I wish him the best, personally. Not professionally. And in terms of us, we'll be fine. Trust me, we'll be more than fine. So, there we go. Let's move. Pulisic, what's the latest with him? Here it is. From The Athletic, breaking AC Milan make an £18.9 million package bid for Pulisic. Package bid. So there's add-ons and all of that, I'm sure. I don't know if Chelsea are going to accept this. They might not. It's better than the last offer, for sure. But I think Chelsea could do a bit better. And we have to wait and see if Lyon want to come calling. But Pulisic wants AC Milan. So if we're going to have to do business with Lyon, we're going to have to do it without Pulisic involved. If we're talking about Shirky or any of the other players there, we're going to have to do it direct rather than try and get Pulisic involved. So it is what it is. But AC Milan have made an improved bid. Very telling that only with a little bit more time, Pulisic will be heading out of the door and we will see where he will head. It's looking like AC Milan. Let's move. Let me know your thoughts, by the way. Do you think Chelsea should accept that, or do you think that they should ask for something a little higher? Latest on Mateus Franza of Flamengo. Here it is. Chelsea have scheduled new round of talks for Franza with Flamengo. Mateus being negotiated for €20 million fee, while Flamengo want at least 25. Can confirm again, Angelo Gabriel plan to fly to London this week, then signs a 6-year deal at Chelsea. €15 million fee to Santos. We are going to turn into Favela FC. Favela FC. You know, it's not even like the shiny Brazilians. It's the raw, undiscovered gems in the middle of the favelas, right, that no one has seen yet. And Chelsea have come looking and going, oh, that one over there looks good. That one over there looks good. That one there looks banging. Get all of them. You know? And Favela FC. I'm all for it. These are young talents that haven't been scouted, and we're scouting them, and we're actually scouting for the first time in flipping ages. Then happy days. We're doing our jobs. Fair play. And if they are good talents, then we will see how they'll perform. It was clear that, who was it? Angelo Gabriel had a little exchange, I think, with Santos on Instagram. And Santos was saying, welcome, I can't wait to see you really soon, or something like that, which means, yeah, he's flying to London. It's a done deal. So we're getting Brazilians, and it's non-stop. I expect more to come through the door. We'll see what happens. Do you have a good feeling about the Brazilian contingency of this age bracket coming into Chelsea? Let me know how you think it's all going to go down with them. Now, yesterday, I told you guys about Oman Air. as the new sponsor on the shirt, potential sponsor on the shirt, because it seemed like we'd formed a partnership. We did form a partnership, but it's not for the shirt. It's just a sponsor. And I have to say, look, if we're getting a sponsor like Oman Air and they're not even the shirt sponsor, then who in the bloody hell is the shirt sponsor? And it makes me feel a little bit at ease, because if we're getting sponsorships from elsewhere that are quite substantial like this, Oman Air is going to be a good sponsorship, I'm pretty sure, then it gives us a little bit more freedom in terms of who we can have on the shirt, rather than just trying to find the highest bidder. Here it is. It is understood that Chelsea are still working on finding a front of shirt sponsor, and it will not be Oman Air. While Oman Air appear to have become a partner of Chelsea of some sort, the brand's name and logo is not expected to appear on the club shirt during the forthcoming season. So, as I said, there it is. Oman Air and Chelsea have a partnership, but they will not be on the shirt. Who's it going to be? I honestly think now we might get a deal done with Alliance. Alliance, in terms of money, we were looking for. But if we get Oman Air and they can provide money, then we might be able to go, yeah, okay, we'll accept a little less with Alliance and just take a shirt sponsor that is actually quite decent. That would also mean we change our stadium name to the Alliance Stadium or something crazy. Much like Bayern Munich have the Alliance Arena. We would have to change Stamford Bridge to the Alliance or something like that, because they have a host of stadiums under their umbrella. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. If it's going to be them or someone else, time will tell. Now let's get to the news that broke yesterday after I uploaded. Cheers, David Ornstein. Here it is. Payment structure will see West Ham receive £100 million fixed fee in 3 instalments over 24 months. As Sami Mokbel reports, clubs found compromise last night to let Declan Rice join Arsenal subject to medical plus personal terms. That's The Athletic. This was the announcement yesterday. The exclusive that a total agreement with West Ham has been reached and permission to do a medical and finalise the terms has been given. So, going to be a matter of time now. Tomorrow, I think we're going to be getting the Declan Rice announcement. So, we'll see how it all goes. Declan Rice to Arsenal. I will get into more detail when that is official and Arsenal make the announcement. It's a good signing, though. Arsenal have also reached another full agreement today. Here it is. Full agreement with Ajax to sign Julien Timber. Negotiations completed on fee of €40 million plus €5 million in largely realistic bonuses. 22-year-old defender granted permission to undergo medical and finalise personal terms. Fair play to Arsenal, honestly. They are doing very good business. Arsenal overall are doing very, very good business. They've addressed every single position that needs addressing. Maybe you could say not the striker position, but they're alright in terms of their attack. Overall, though, they are doing the business that needs to be done for them to compete for the league again. And I expect them to be in the title race. I do. With this, I expect them to be in a title race. The impact of Kai Havertz himself, I don't think will be massive, but he will definitely be part of a winning team. That's how I see it's going to happen. We'll see what happens. But yeah, Arsenal making good signings, and as I've said, I think we'll be in a title race. They already play explosive football. They've made the adjustments. They've made a few new signings in the positions that needed to be bolstered. You can't ask for more. So they will be up there. They will be there. Using the experience of this past season as well to help them and motivate them and get them going is going to do them justice. So yeah, we'll see what happens there. Now to wrap up, more from Saudi. 2 points on Saudi negotiations. Gerrard Al-Ittifaq are Saudi's most interested club in Morata, but AC Milan are keen on signing him and leading the race. Al-Ahli have not submitted any official bid to Sadio Mane yet. There's interest, but still no formal proposal. That would be mad if Mane goes to Saudi. And you know what? I can see it. I can totally see it. At his age, he's Muslim as well. He's accomplished everything at the highest level. Plays for a great team. Played at Liverpool. Won things. Go to Saudi, round it off, get the bag. Simple. You know, so much like Kante went over there, I wouldn't be surprised if Sadio Mane went over there too. As well as that Morata, that would be strange. That would be strange. But Mr. Money Laundering can go over there and get the bag too. Let's be honest. Morata's used for money laundering purposes at this point, isn't he? It's just, it has been. He's played at all the top clubs. I don't understand. But anyway, that's the latest from Saudi and what's happening. Steven Gerrard also out there, we've discussed on the channel already. To wrap up, we've got news about Carlo Ancelotti, and it's half right, half wrong in terms of what we were expecting before. Here it is. Carlo Ancelotti will become new Brazilian national team head coach starting June 2024. CBF President Ednaldo just confirmed that Ancelotti will be new manager of Brazil starting from Copa America 2024. Carlo will respect his contract at Real Madrid. I'm not sure when his contract runs out, but it could be a thing where he's doing both jobs simultaneously, where he's Real Madrid manager and Brazil manager, which can be done. It's been done before. Not those two entities, but club and country managed at the same time has been done before. And Ancelotti will have that capacity, I think, maybe to see the transition. So he'll finish his contract at Real Madrid, and then I think maybe go full time into Brazil, unless if his contract runs out in 2024, which I'm not sure. It could be, it might not be. So anyway, Ancelotti going to become Brazil national team manager, and I expect Brazil to do big things in that Copa America itself. If he takes charge from that point, I expect them to win it. I'll be honest. Brazil will have a banging team at that point. Argentina are still the ones, but Messi's not going to be involved, is he? That's it. Messi's time's going to come to an end. It's game over for him. So he moves to the side. Who's going to fill in? Half that Argentinian team is Messi, man. Messi steps out of the way. You got big boots to fill. Big boots to fill. Whereas Brazil have already made that process, and I think they're going to go on to big things, especially with Carlo Ancelotti now. Looking forward to seeing him in national team management. So there we are, people. Let me know your thoughts down below on everything that I've discussed today. Mason Mount, Pulisic, and everything else that I've discussed in this video today. Video number 1. Make sure you are here for video number 2 later tonight. It will be a later one, probably about 11:30 p.m. UK time. That upload will be going live, so a little later than I normally would like, but that's the time it will be here. So keep your eyes peeled, stay tuned, and I will see all of you then. Thank you very much for watching. Hit the subscribe button if you are new. Hit the notification bell to be notified once I've uploaded. Smash the like button if you have enjoyed this, and I'll see you later on. Have a good one, people. See you tonight. Take care, and peace.